What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. I'm reading some of Kenya's tweets from last night. We're down here to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kenya said one thing Kim's going to do is lie through her plastic teeth. Girl, that was funny. Kim Zolciak for a broke bitch. You talk a lot of shit. Talk about my character, but I sure show up for everyone. Deflection, lies, and fake drama. We know who has poor character. Kenya said, let's talk about why she's always bragging about money and fashion, but didn't want to donate to her bestie's charity. I feel like that charity, that auction was all over the place. I really wanted it to be more organized. I don't know who gave what, how they counted up what, the way they cut it. I don't know. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let them even know you stopped by. We are down here to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. So I was just reading, shout out to All True Tea. I was just reading some of Kenya's tweets that they posted to the blogs, honey. So let's get to the notes, okay? So let's talk about, go ahead and like, subscribe. Did I already say that? Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stop by, okay? Sheree is getting acupuncture. She wants to, I guess, shrink her fibroid, so she's getting acupuncture. Marlo is talking to her manager. Is that her manager or assistant? Somebody. It's somebody who... helps. I can't remember her name. Sorry. It's no shade, but I can't remember her name. But anyways, so her and Marlo are talking about Scotley, right? And how at the end of their date, he sends her, the next morning, he sends her a text message and says that it was nice, that, you know, he had a nice time or something like that, and that don't be a stranger and stuff like that. Marlo says she's still afraid, and she was like, "Oh, I had a good time too." She responded, and then that's when he said, "Don't be a stranger," and or something like that. And then she liked, you know, she put a heart on the text message. Marlo says in her confessional that she's still afraid because if a person knows your weaknesses, they'll use them against you. So if you have that awareness when you're in conflict in the other relationships that you have. Why do you use the most vulnerable things about people against them in conflict? Because you said that because when a person knows your weaknesses, they'll use them against you, and you do that. I guess that's why you know that, and you're afraid of somebody doing that to you. All right, Marlo. Mommi Nation is having a charity. They're trying to raise $50,000. This is a charity to help out the women or the mothers of the children who go to this private school for houseless children. So basically, Sanya is supporting. There is a charity that has a private school for houseless children. So we're focused on the children from this, you know, organization. Sanya wants to focus on the mothers of those children and helping them. So she wants to have an auction. I don't know what they're auctioning off, like rent vouchers or something. I don't know. It was so like, I was like, okay, what's happening? Like, what are they auctioning off? Okay. So she ends up, the auctioneer ends up getting COVID. So the person who was helping her organize the event was like, why don't you get Kenya? Kenya, Kenya has, I guess, the vibrant personality. You need someone to say the things that we can't say. I said, come on, girl. She knows. So what about Kenya? So she was like, okay, well, we just became friends like 2 weeks ago. So let's see. So we're going to see, right? So Kenya is at her photo shoot. Because she wasn't able to do the Magic City Classic, she wants to do a promo for Kenya Moore Hair Care and do it with the band and do it in her outfit that she had for her Magic City Classic. We're not going to let the choreography that Manetta came up with to go to waste. So they're going to do a promo for Kenya Moore Hair Care. Do, 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 do. Come on, Kenya Moore. So Brooklyn comes out, honey. I said, yes, look at Brooklyn. I was so excited to see her. She was so cute. She had on the same outfit. She was in the drum with the majorettes and the girls. She had on the same little outfit. Her and Kenya did their little dance or whatever. So it's gonna be really cute. I can't wait to see the finished product of that. That's gonna be cute. We see Manetta texting Roy, right? So we know that Roy is the guy, the Israeli guy that Kenya Moore is dating. I don't know if they're still dating, but dating at the time they were filming. I think they might be still dating because somebody said on Twitter that it's good to see Kenya all giggly like a schoolgirl, and she was like, it feels good to feel like a little schoolgirl again. She said that. So maybe, so maybe they are, or maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. But he comes by the photo shoot or the promo shoot. He comes by, he brings treats, right? So everybody's high. He does not come empty-handed, okay? When you step to the queen, honey, you better not come empty-handed, okay? Never come empty-handed when you step to a queen. And that should just be protocol, right? So he comes with food and little drinks from his, he has a health food store. So she shows him around. Sanya ends up calling Kenya and, asking her, would she be her auctioneer? And Kenya said, this is the second time this girl did not go through my agent. But the third time she's going to have to go through the agent. Anyway, so she agrees. She says she would love to do it. So Kenya's going to be the auctioneer. Girl, I was hollering when Kenya was like, that dress did not fit her. So she's like, I needed to be taken out 2 inches. But you could tell that she was not comfortable in the dress at the show. You could tell by the way she was just holding her dress. I was like, dang, I wish it would have fit her because I felt like she would have been more confident in her role as the auctioneer. But I felt like she was like holding a little back or whatever. I did not understand Marlo's jab at her, looking like the witch curled up underneath the house that fell on them. I'm not sure where that came from. Girl, and you see the after show, right? They sent out the shots for the after show, and Kenya's sitting by herself. Candy is sitting with Drew, I believe, and then it's Marlo, Sanya, and Sheree sitting, the 3 of them, right? Because they know that every time it's going to be a clip about Kenya, that Marlo is going to take a shot at Kenya or Candy. And Sanya's, I can't wait to see how Sanya is in these after shows. So we could really get are you really a flip-flopper? Are you going to be just sitting around laughing when Marlo's taking jabs at these women? Sheree, we already know Sheree's going to go back and forth. She's going to laugh, nervous laughter. We're going to get that out of them. But Kenya's sitting by herself in the after show. So we're going to see. But I didn't get Marlo's, Wizard of Oz house fell on. I was able to tell, I could tell that Kenya was not really comfortable in the dress. I thought the dress was cute. I didn't think it was ugly. Kenya agrees, right, to be the auctioneer. We see Drew and her mom and her sister having a conversation. Drew lays out her sister's resume. I was like, girl, she done worked with a lot of people. And somebody online was like, that's why Ralph was so threatened by the sister. The sister said that she was, I don't know if it was during the pandemic, but something came up in her about some physical abuse she endured in her 20s, and it came up for her, and she had a mental break. She went to a mental facility twice. She said she never dealt with the trauma from that physical assault. And we find out that she is 20 years older than Drew. So she is like a mom. Like that's she is like a mom. I don't know. It was weird when she said, the mother made it clear. She almost seemed like she had to make it clear that she didn't know that the daughter went through that physical abuse. She was like, I didn't know. I guess she never did tell her. I wonder why. So that's so we find out about Drew and her sister. Then we get Sheree Lisa Wu, Deshaun Snow, and KKK Kim sitting down having the most whack ass conversation. Like I mean, I don't know how they edited it, but I don't think it gave what it was supposed to give at all. Seeing them sitting around the table, y'all are dry. Kim sitting there lying. What does she say? Well, Sheree says we're gonna go to Portugal because Sheree is on this natural healing journey and she wants to try different things. So they're gonna take a trip to Portugal. They talk about Kim never going on the girls' trips, right? And that's the thing. That is the reason why I don't think anyone should invite Kim back to this show, because she always thought, even sitting in that chair, in that round table, in that scene, she was broke, lying, gambler, addicting, red cup sipping. You're sitting there lying and you want to come after somebody else. Like, girl, she should not be allowed back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta platform. I don't care. Like, y'all heard that her and Croy called off the divorce. Girl, somebody was like, they probably didn't get the offers that they wanted. But girl, no, she shouldn't come back. I do not like Kim Zolciak. She should not come back. She never went on those girls' trips for whatever reason. She was always coming up with an excuse. She thinks she's better than the women on the show. She should not be allowed among them. Just because, no, at all. Who's all going to the girls' trip? Did you hear when Kenya was like, I've never been to Spain. Oh God, Kenya, why did you say that? That's some shit Portia would have said. Portia wouldn't even know where fucking Portugal was, child. At least Kenya was in proximity. At least she was in proximity, child. So what's her name? Kim asks, who's all going to Portugal? Sheree starts naming off the people. And then she gets to Kenya. And she was like, is that bitch still alive? You don't touch the kids. You don't touch the kids. Kim, you are the one that said could your daughter suck John Legend's dick for some tickets? Whose dick she gotta suck for some John Legend tickets? You were the one who said that. So because somebody comes back and says it to you, now you want to act like you want to fight? Girl, get the fuck up out of here.
Girl, stop.
Get the hell up out of here. She says, you and Croy been together 11 years. She's sitting up there lying. Yes, 11 years. We're doing great. The foreclosure is not true. Just lying. Like Kenya said, lying through them plastic ass teeth, girl. Sheree, they didn't know Sheree was a grandmother. They talked about Lisa getting a divorce and Deshaun getting a divorce from Ed and Eric. They asked Deshaun if she was dating. Deshaun gave us nothing. I was like, Deshaun is so pretty, but girl, she just doesn't have the personality. She doesn't have the personality for reality TV. Don't bring her back. It was nice to see you, girl. Glad you're doing well and you're dating. You look great. But you can go back to private citizenship. It's fine. Sheree said Martell gets a bad rap. Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Okay? When I went to Portia's wedding, like, why was Kim at Portia's wedding? Girl, anyways. When I went to Portia's wedding, Candy was there. You know, Candy was at the wedding of the woman who accused her of premeditated rape. That's crazy as hell. I'm just going to say it and speak plainly about it. I think it's crazy as hell that her and Todd were at Portia's wedding. Anyways, so Kim said she saw Candy at Portia's wedding and they gave each other a hug. And then Sheree was like, so are y'all good now? And she was like, no, just because I gave her a hug doesn't mean we're cool now or whatever. And then she was like, I just sang a song. I mean, I don't know, like, what's wrong? No, bitch, because you tried to cut Candy out of the money that you made from the song. That was the problem. But I felt like that was kind of a get back at Candy, because I honestly feel like, and I know y'all not going to agree, but I feel like the only reason why Candy helped Kim, it was to spite Nene, because Nene was all high on her horse talking about how Kim couldn't do that song without me. Remember when Nene was saying Kim can't do that song without me? I make the song. Remember when they were coming up with the song together in Kim's house? Yeah, that song's not going to be great. And remember when Candy and Nene had their conflict before I get blowing up on your ass, right? That was all from all of that. That was all from all of that. And I really feel like Candy helped Kim to spite Nene. Like, I'm going to show that bitch that this woman can do this song without her, and helped her. And then Kim turned around and fucked Candy. Girl, I wouldn't have hugged that bitch. You owe me some motherfucking money, bitch. Hey, girl. That would have been it. Kenya says her dress isn't fitting. Like I said earlier, I really wish that the dress fit, because I felt like she would have been a better auctioneer if she wasn't, like, I felt like she was uncomfortable in the dress. I really felt like she was uncomfortable in the dress. What is that I just... So yeah, the scene with the OG housewives was giving boring. It was giving boring. Lisa was acting like, I don't know whether I should hug Kim. I never hated you. Should I hug you, or should I hit you in the throat or whatever? Like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Lisa seemed like she was drunk. She was on some show. Where was she on? She was on another reality show, and it sounded like she was drunk all the time. Like I said, Deshaun gave us nothing, and Kim just lied the entire time. She shouldn't have been bagged. How much did they get paid to do that? Because Sanya's getting ready, and her sister is basically letting her know she's tired of her. Her sister is doing her hair. Her sister did not know what time she needed to be there to do her hair. Sanya does not take into consideration that her sister also might have wanted to come to the event, but she didn't know that she had to do Sanya's hair. Sanya tells her at the last minute, like, Sanya doesn't take anyone else into consideration. She feels like these people are here to serve her. And, that's basically what her sister was saying. She says, I know my sister is tired of me. Her sister said it plainly. I am unhappy. I said, I know that's right. You better say it. You have to remember, I have 2 kids and a husband. I have other responsibilities. And she feels like her sister feels like Sanya takes her for granted. She says she didn't tell her anything. She says, I won't be coming to the charity. Like, I'm not coming because you didn't even think about me. Like, you want me to do your hair, but do you think I wanted to come to your charity? Now I have to get ready too. You're not thinking about me. And I also have 2 kids, and I also help you with your son. Girl, you don't get it? Marlo and Sheree are talking about Marlo's date. Where was this? Oh, at the charity. Everybody's showing up to the charity. They're all sitting down at their table, and then that's when Marlo is talking about her date. Did it go well? She said it was amazing. Girl, why did Candy get the 69 paddle? Girl, I'm rolling my eyes. Girl, I'm so tired of Candy. Candy, okay, you're a freak. Okay, we get it, girl. You are a freak. Okay, you keep your legs to the moon. You hang from doors and sex swings. We get it. We get it, girl. Candy's been working. That's the one thing that I did notice, that they were like, Candy's been missing events. Because Candy was on tour with Escape. So she had just even flown in or driven in from Nashville the night before and was at Sanya's charity, right? So Sanya was saying she felt special because Candy came to her event and she was missing other events. So Kenya's an hour and like 15 minutes late. So they were like, well, let's just get started. Kenya was having problems with her dress. Let's just get started without Kenya. So we're going to raise the money. Kenya finally arrives. Shout out to Maddie James. We see her. I think I used to follow her on Twitter. They give the last award, which I thought was so weird. I thought that was the weirdest shit that I saw. I was like, what? This doesn't even make sense. So they give the cool OG mom award to Sheree, and Cairo comes out and he presents Sheree with the award. I did not understand it. I did not understand why Sheree was given that award. I just didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I was like, no, what? Girl, what? I don't get it. Anyways, Sheree was really excited. That blue that Sheree had on was really pretty. Um, she hugs Cairo. She's like, oh my God, because he's shy, I guess. He doesn't like, not everybody can speak in front of people. So he's one of those people who is not comfortable with speaking in front of people. So she really felt special that he came out and presented her with the award. But I didn't understand why that was given to Sheree. There was no context. They didn't even show any other awards. They gave Maddie an award, and then they went directly to the last award, which was given to Sheree. So they get the auction started. And one of the auctions, girl, I don't know what Kenya called the archive, the eBay. Shut up, Kenya. But they were doing the auction, $50,000. Kenya was like, okay, let's try to get it to 100,000. So Sanya was like, this is my first charity. Let's not, scare the people. Let's get the people, and this is what I said. I was like, this is the kind of stuff that I want to see. I want to see them doing charities. I want to see them traveling. I want to see them shopping. I want to see the stuff like this. Like, I really thought that it was a good cause. It was good to see the women, put their paddles up or whatever. I felt like the way they shot it was like, it came off like it wasn't organized at all. So I didn't even understand. I was like, how are they going to tally up what the people were auctioning off? But the way that they cut it, it just didn't seem like it was organized. It felt like they were just saying, like, who wants to be the one to donate for this particular package? And then they were putting their paddles up. But then at one point, Sanya was like, the average rental for a 2-bedroom is $1,257. So we are going to, who wants to give $5,000 towards 6 months of rent? I was like, that don't add up to $1,257. $5,000 is not enough. I was like, why did she say that? Did anybody else catch that? I was like, why did she say that? So they ended up, doing the, giving that award out. And that was pretty much the end of it. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I got through everything. Kenya said, better late than ugly. I know that's right. Oh, let's see. Kim just sitting up there lying with her ugly ass. Girl, don't bring that lady back to Atlanta. Do not bring her. I do not like that lady. Anyways, take care of each other. Let's get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the episode. I felt like this episode was better than the last episode. I want to see them during charities. Like I said, I can't wait to see when they go. They showed the mid-season trailer. So we're going to see what's going to happen with that. I guess we can talk about that in another time, in another video. But anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.